Hi all, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to look into something very interesting. So this video is my personal favorite because I wanted to make this video from a long time because after this video I wish many follow this because in this video I will be telling you all many things about the index, and we'll be talking about the ICICI Prudential Nifty Next 50 fund, the index fund, and what are the benefits in investing in an index fund and everything. So we'll go we'll go one by one. So we'll first see what is index. So stock market index is a method of showing the overall performance of all the companies that are listed in the stock market with the single number. So as we know, there is around 5,000 companies listed in the PSE and 1,500 to 1,600 companies listed in the NSE. So it is basically a tool used by investors and financial managers to describe the market and to compare the return of specific investment. So this is index. So there are two types of indexes, the major one. So one is the Sensex and the other one is the Nifty. Sensex is also known as BSE 30 or S&P BSE Sensex. So Sensex consists of 30 stocks which are selected based on various factors which like market capitalization, trading frequency, listing history, sector to which the stock belongs to, and so on. And there are more than 5,000 companies listed on BSE, but for calculating Sensex, only 30 companies are considered, and it is assumed that these 30 stocks replicate the market. NSE. So NSE is the National Stock Exchange and BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. So NSE, its index is Nifty. So Nifty is the benchmark of NSE. The index consists of 50 stocks from various sectors. Nifty is also known as Nifty 50 as it has 50 stocks in its list. Nifty is owned and managed by India Index Services and Products, that is IISL. Nifty is made up of 50 companies from 24 sectors. These 30 companies in Sensex and 50 companies in Nifty are selected and reviewed from time to time by an index committee. Sensex and Nifty are the indicators of how good Indian economy is performing. So there are two basic major indexes. One is the PSE and another one is the NSE, which is Sensex and Nifty. So Sensex has 30 companies in it and Nifty has 50, as the name goes, Nifty 50. So, and these companies are listed in that top when in the total list of like around 5,000 and 1,600 companies, these top companies are listed on basis of their market capitalization, their trading frequency, and how good the stocks are performing and everything, how good the company is performing. And if there is something issue or something, there is this index committee which is set up, and they keep reviewing this companies which are listed, and if there is some issue, they keep they change the companies from the list also. So I had given you all the details of the index, the NSE, the BSE, and its details and how it is added to the list and all those things. Now today we are going to speak about the Nifty Next 50 or Next 50 or Next Nifty 50. So each Sensex and Nifty will have many indices in it. It's a plural of index, so many indices in it, like based on the sector, based on the market capitalization, based on the many other factors. So here Nifty 50 consists of the top 50 stocks in it, and this Nifty Next 50 consists of the stocks ranking from 51 to 100, which is even called as Nifty Junior. So in the top 100 companies from the 1600, the top 50 will come under the Nifty 50, and 51 to 100 stocks will come under Nifty's Next 50. So now we're going to see types of investing in index funds. So there are two types we can invest in the index fund. One is by ETF. So here I've taken Reliance ETF Junior Bs. So its expense ratio is less, that is 0.23 as on October 31st, and this ETF needs to be purchased in units. So it is something similar to the way we purchase our stock. So here ETF is exchange traded fund, so you have to purchase it in units. And in the fund wise, I've taken three funds. One is ICICI Prudential Nifty Next 50 Index Fund. Its expense ratio is 0.44. The next one is UTI Nifty Next 50 Index Fund. Its expense ratio is 0.27. And the third one is IDBI Nifty Junior Index Fund. All these are direct plan. I would suggest you all to go with fund than the ETF, because this has liquidity issues. So when you want to sell and make money, you will need buyers. So only if there is a buyer, you will be able to sell. But this is not the case in fund. This is like regular mutual fund investment, so we need not worry about the liquidity. And you can ask me, why should I invest in index fund? So for any fund, say small cap, mid cap, large cap, or multi cap, or even a sector based or any kind of fund, its aim is to beat the respected index, and not all the funds beat their index. And we cannot keep shifting funds frequently in this busy life, seeing like which fund is beating its index. So we can't keep tracking everything and keep seeing which fund is beating its index, and keep shifting your investment from that fund to this fund and all these things. So I would say this is the only main reason for you all to start investing in an index fund, because it is basically the stocks which the index consists of. So it will 95%, it will be of the same percentage and everything. These funds will consist of all the stocks which are in the index. So we will get the returns which the index gives. And there are a lot of advantages by investing in an index fund. One is, we need not worry about the fund manager. We need not worry who is the fund manager, his past performance, and will he perform good, or will he take care of the stocks and all those things, because these stocks are just copied from the index. So we need not worry how the fund manager will perform here. Next is choosing of the stocks. So we need not worry what kind of stocks are chosen by the fund manager. this particular fund, because it is just copied from the index, so we need not worry what kind of stocks are choose here. Third is we get good returns. So it is just a copy of the index, so we need not worry about the return. We will get a very good return when compared to any actively managed funds, because in those kinds, like, the fund manager has to work a lot. Like, he has to see which fund is, which stock is going good and up and down, or he needs to keep changing and everything. But in this index fund, this is not needed, because the index committee works, takes care of that. Because once the stock is not performing, some other reason, the committee keeps changing the stock in the list. And these next 50 stocks in the list have a lot of chances to be in the Nifty 50 in the near future. And the another advantage is that we need not worry about the star rating of the fund, or the star rating of the fund manager, or the pure comparison within the funds, or the AUM. So we'll next look into the portfolio. So this is the top 20 stocks in the portfolio. So this is the same as so here I've given the portfolio of ICICI Prudential Nifty Next 50 index funds portfolio, the top 20. So you can go check the index, the Nifty Junior Index also, it will be the same. So we'll look into the top 20 companies. So the first one in the list is Britannia. Next comes Godrej, then Aurobindo Pharma, Pharmaceutical, and then again comes the Dabur, which belongs to the FMCG sector. Then Lupin, another pharmaceutical company. Then 6th one on the list is Motherson Sumi Systems. The 7th one is Bosch, and next is Primel Enterprises, and then 9th one is United Spirits. 10th one on the list is Shree Cements, and then Petronet LNG, and the 12th one is Shriram Transports. 13th one is Ashok Leyland, then Marico, Havells India, Colgate, Ambuja Cements, Pidilite, Avenue Supermart, and Container Corp. So these are the top 20 stocks in the list. So now we'll look into the returns given by this fund over the past 5 years, because this stock was this fund was started around 7 to 8 years ago. So we have the 5-year return here. So for 1 year the return is minus 8.77%, but for 3 years it is given as a return of 12%, and for 5 years it is given as a return of 17%. Isn't it a very good return? And investing in mutual funds for a long time will give us very good return, and investing in an index fund will give us a very good return. I know this will have a higher volatility, and the risk is high in this fund, but the returns are equally good. And why have I chosen ICICI Prudential when compared to UTI or IDBI is this fund has been rated as the 5-star fund, and it is nearly 7 years old, so tracking of the performance will be easy. And another thing is it has consistently outperformed its benchmark, which is Nifty Next 50 TRI, since the launch. So I have chosen this fund to give you all the return, the portfolio and everything when compared to the UTI and the IDBI fund in the same list. And what I wanted to tell in this fund is particularly anyone who is new to investing in mutual funds or stock market, or is very new and wants to start savings. I would suggest you all to blindly go with this fund for someone who's going to start newly, and not for someone who's starting newly, even for someone who has 2 to 3 funds in his list. I would say adding this index fund is very important, because this will give us a very good return, and we need not worry about the fund manager or any other details or anything, or the stocks and everything, because these are the best performing stocks in the list of 1600 stocks. So these are in the top 100. So obviously this will give us a very good return. And if at all there is some issue with the stocks also, the committee keeps changing. So anyone new to the investment, or is investing in many other funds, I would feel that investing in an index fund is very important. And in my next video, I have made a video of doing an online investment through ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund website to this fund, which is ICICI Prudential Nifty Next 50 Index Fund. So in that video, you all can see from start to end how to invest, how to register the biller and all those details. So I have made the video, recorded the investment from start to. So that will be my next video after the this review of the Nifty Next 50 fund. So as I always say, start thinking, and happy investing. Thank you for watching the video, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified as we upload a new video. All the information provided in this channel is only for general guidance and educational purpose. Don't consider this as a recommendation from our side. Please do your own research or seek a financial advisor prior to investing. You can follow us even on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.